Curtis Calhoun here with MMA News, and today I'm joined by lightweight prospect Carson Frei, who's getting ready to face Bruno Miranda in the headliner of the PFL Challenger Series on March 18th. Carson, how's it going, man?
It's going pretty good, dude. Just another day.
All right, and first things first, what's the energy been like in the gym ahead of this fight, and how's camp been so far?
The energy's been great. I actually have a new gym that I opened myself with my wife and family, and it's called Grit MMA in Milwaukee, Oregon, which is a suburb of Portland. And the vibe has been super great. Obviously it's intense, but I have a lot of really good people around me, and everything's been going smooth. I feel great.
Awesome, man. And let's talk a little bit about your opponent, Bruno Miranda. Tough guy. What do you know about him, and what are your thoughts on the matchup?
I think he's super tough. I think he's dangerous, mainly a striker, but there's many avenues I can see myself winning. And I love the matchup a lot. I think the PFL put us in the headliner because we're going to put on a show.
Absolutely. And who's going to be cornering you for this fight?
My wife and my good friend, Gary Evans.
Very cool. Very cool. And what are your thoughts on PFL's format? Obviously, it's unique with the point systems and the playoff system. What are your thoughts on how PFL is set up?
I think it's exciting. I think in other formats, it's sort of you have to be good no matter where you're at and with big organizations, but this seems like it's less of a popularity contest, and it's like you win and you move on or you don't, and you have next year to try out again. But I think that plays into my favor because I'm not really much of a trash talker. Just go in there and compete, and you do well.
Definitely. And how did signing with the PFL Challenger Series come about? Has this been in the works for a while, or kind of come about the last couple months?
Yeah, I recently signed with a new management team, Roman Athletic Institution, and we've been been in talks with them like maybe 6 months prior to this opportunity. And essentially I needed to get another fight in order to get into the $1 million tournament is what we were told, and I just plain and simple couldn't get one. I couldn't get people to sign up to compete against me on the regional circuit. And so this opportunity came up with the Challenger Series, and it was just a no-brainer,
Yeah, definitely. And you mentioned earlier that you opened up your own gym. What has that process been like? And what are some of the challenges that have came with it?
The process has been fun. It's been stressful. It's been a lot of hard work. But it's mainly just been fun. I think it's, there's just a lot of little challenges, like just keeping up with the maintenance and that kind of thing. Just also too, I've been a coach for a long time, but then I'm not used to dealing with memberships and money and budgeting and all that kind of stuff, Luckily I have a really good team to help me out with it, but that's been my biggest challenge, But as far as like, dude, I've been training for a long time, and this is my house. So, I'm able to set up my camp just how I like it, bring in the people that I need to, work on the things that I need to work on. And it's been really exciting. I approach MMA as a whole, versus like, you're going to go and do your striking class here and you're going to do your grappling class here. I think that MMA athletes need to be training MMA every day. Like we need to be drilling wrestling, striking, jiu-jitsu, and then a combination of it all together all at once. And I don't know, it kind of sounds like, it's like, well, yeah, obviously that's what you should be doing, right? But if you go to a bunch of other gyms, you have like a striking coach that's your boxing coach, or then you go and you do your jiu-jitsu
specialties.
That to me, that's just not efficient work, for pro athletes. So
yeah, totally understandable. And what do you enjoy the most about coaching?
Well, I don't know. It's like having kids, kind of, it's you show them something and you see them perform it either in the gym or in competition. It's just like, I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's my art and kind of what I've been doing for my entire life. So being able to give, something to somebody and then watch them perform or, is very rewarding.
Definitely. And do you feel that you learn a lot from coaching that you can take into your fighting career as opposed to your coaching career?
Oh yeah. From like, just the whole process of like going through the nerves of, fight week and that kind of thing, or just going to the event itself, thinking about like how I want to warm them up, or thinking about strategies for different types of opponents and, that sort of thing. And then just mentally getting them in the right headspace, it's something that I've taken, a lot from. So.
Yeah, definitely. And for some PFL fans that may not know a lot about you and your style just yet, what can you say about your style and your approach to fighting?
I'm all action. I'm going to be in your face. I'm going to be throwing heat. I'm going to be putting the pressure on, and I'm not going to give you a break. It's not inch by inch with me. It's centimeter by centimeter. I'm not going to give you anything. I'm going to try to win every second of the fight, and I'm going to try to break your spirit.
Awesome, man. And last question for me, what's the biggest key to getting the win and also getting that PFL contract?
The key to getting the win is breaking his will, breaking him mentally, pushing the pace, and making him quit.
Awesome, man. Well, before we wrap things up here, I'll give you the final word to shout out any sponsors you may have. Shout out your team. Shout out your gym. I'll give you the floor.
Thank you, Grid MMA. Thank you, Contenders Clothing. Thank you, Roman Isbell and Roman Athletic Institution. And thanks to everybody that's been training with me.
Awesome, man. Well, Carson, thanks again for the time. All the best on the 18th, and I'm sure we'll chat again soon. Thank you so much, man.
All right. Thank you, man.